Well, folks, it looks like we should start dubbing 2025 the year of the hackers, because every other time you look around, some major company getting hacked, or some piece of hardware getting hacked, or some software is getting hacked. Now we got another story. Just the other day, me and you talked about ASUS routers having over 10,000 routers hacked, and people stealing IP information, network information, and sessions to hack into people's networks using, via the ASUS router. Now we got some more hacking situations. Let's get into this. Hey everyone, it's about a lot tech back again with some more tech news, more on the scary side of things this time around. I believe we should all just give up and just call the year 2025 the year of the hackers, because every other day since this year started, some major company getting hacked, some hardware getting hacked, some software getting hacked. Just the other day we talked about ASUS having over 10,000 routers hacked, and then people stealing information and hacking into people's networks via the ASUS router. Then we also had recently, Amazon had a recent hack of web services. And then even after that, we had another hack situation with the supply chain. They claim is they kind of control it, but Whole Foods supply chain got hacked. So if you go to Whole Foods a lot and you went to your local Whole Foods and been seeing the shelves in certain situations and items being really bare or empty, and they didn't tell you anything yet. Now you know their supply chain supposedly got hacked, and I guess they didn't want to admit that them themselves got hacked, but part of them, their supply chain got hacked, and that's why they haven't begun a lot of popular items that they sell. So in case you didn't know that, and you haven't noticed that it was off of your latest Whole Foods visit, now you have a good idea of what's been going on with Whole Foods. Now back on topic, we had so much hacks this year. Just late last year also, we had the CrowdStrike crap, and that was a whole mess. A lot of things were shut down. And now the things just keep building and building and building. Now, this time around, what I want to talk to you all about, we just had another hack situation. And this hack this time around was based on Cloudflare. If you know about computers and technology, you know Cloudflare is a very massive internet security company, and a lot of traffic goes through this internet traffic goes through their data centers. And now recently, they didn't say any names, I guess they want to keep the victim anonymous. A victim's IP got traced or hacked into and got blown up with a DDoS attack, which is denial of service attack, distributed. So it was just getting flooded by a whole bunch of stuff, getting all this data from that victim's setup stolen. And to be exact, the amount of data that was stolen in those 45 seconds, because the hack went on for 45 seconds, and thankfully, Cloudflare stopped it before it went any longer. But you'll be surprised how much data got stolen in that 45 seconds. So within less than a minute, according to the article on Tom's Hardware, within less than a minute, exactly 45 seconds, over 37.4 terabytes of data got stolen. That essentially equates to like 10,000 high-definition movies. Or if you want to break it down more, that's like 9 million songs. 9,000 like MP3s, if you want to be more specific. 9,000 is a lot of numbers that was in the article, but in other words, put a long story short, it was a lot of data that will equate to millions of, high definition movies, like DVD movies. But it's crazy. So you mean to tell me within 45 seconds, this hacker, got over 30 terabytes of this person's personal information before it finally got stopped? This is crazy. I know in our world right now, we got a lot of situations put in place, or countermeasures for this kind of stuff. But sometimes there's always going to be loopholes. There's no such thing as blocking all the loopholes. And we already saw they thought everything was locked down. Whoever the victim remained anonymous, but they still got almost over 30 terabytes of their data stolen. God knows what kind of information got stolen from them. I heard from the article briefly or lightly mentioned like some personal information, like PII, which is personally identifiable information, which is a very big issue in the cybersecurity world, because if someone gets hold of your PII, they can essentially steal your identity and do some really treacherous stuff using your setup and your profile, so to speak. So it's kind of scary. I'm glad that Cloudflare managed to stop it, but they can't get that 37.4 terabytes of data back. That's already gone. The hacker already got enough one they wanted to make. But according to what the people are saying and the reports are saying, the hacker was just doing this not because they wanted to be malicious. They just wanted to do it because they can. I guess they wanted to make the victim think that, make sure they're not as protected as they thought, and just trying to tell them, hey, I can hack into your system anytime I want. Because a lot of hackers nowadays, they're not monetarily motivated by money, like monetary value. So a lot of hackers nowadays do it because they can and they have the skills to, and they want to make a statement to the people they're hacking. Most modern hackers are like that if you look at the overall landscape between the last 5 years. But I just thought I would share this because I thought it was ridiculous how much data got stolen. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Have you ever heard about this hacking of this level? According to the articles, it's saying this is the biggest hacking to date, even bigger than a CrowdStrike one and bigger than Microsoft one in 2022. So it's massive lot of data. That's a lot of data. So y'all let me know below if y'all ever had a situation where one of your like local stores or situations or markets got hacked. Are you familiar with the whole what hacking involves? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this hacking event and what you think about Cloudflare in general. Until then, this is YLockTech signing out.